So my name is David Keith Davis, and I noticed that there's a squad of police cars that are parked outside waiting in preemptive strike mode to arrest any activist or anyone that possibly goes over by a minute or two, like, you know, Amy Watson and whoever was the director who had me arrested at the June 9th meeting, remember, after I was slandered, and then arrested for speaking about the approximate time that Dan Handelman just did. But, you know, the reason you're resigning is because you guys really are unqualified for the job, and because, you know, you had people arrested, mentally ill people arrested for using their First Amendment rights, and not only using their First Amendment rights, but in defense of being slandered by one of your board members. So you should resign, not only, you know, saying, and I see your little narrative, your little divorce papers, acting like it was the community and COAB and everyone else, but you need to take a big responsibility in your screwing up Rosenbaum and Watson, you know, because you guys are one of the reasons that this whole thing has not got further, because you have Rosenbaum, who worked for DARPA, right, a scientific advisor for DARPA. I know about his past, and I know about the RAND Corporation and DARPA and management of public perception and all the other stuff, and how this whole thing might possibly just be something that leads down a worse road than what we have actually, because I don't think that the Department of Justice is a very nice agency. And, you know, they're the same people that monitored Black Lives Matter activists too. So just keep that in mind, that didn't that happen right here in the state of Oregon, that we had the Department of Justice monitoring people with the hashtags FTP and Black Lives Matter? So these are the same guys that we're relying on to reform the police. And, you know, I think it's going to take more than the Department of Justice to reform the police. It's going to actually take, like, activists and community members. And maybe there needs to be something that's more like a COAB, but with some activists pushed behind it, that instead of, you know, writing up all these proposals and then putting them out to TOCL and the PPB and having them throw it in the shredder and say thanks but no thanks, you know, maybe people need to hit the streets and come to City Hall and do some real stuff that actually creates real change, instead of just thinking that another board set up by a bunch of elected people is really going to reform the cops. I mean, this might do a little reform, but in the long run, this is not going to reform the police. And that's all I got to say for now. But
thank you.